All right, guys. Still haven't decided how I'm going to edit this, part 1 or part 2, but I am back on the 16th of May. I guess that would be a 2 days later or a day and a half later when I put these in the ground. Went to Lowe's, bought 2 dozen bamboo stakes. They're like $5 a dozen or something like that, and a pack of 100 zip ties. I went green for all natural and then proceeded to dump the whole bag out on the ground, which added a couple minutes. This is pretty easy. What I had done before I slipped these on here, you can already see I messed this one up, but as I got the process down, that helped. So I'm gonna have to redo this one to pull it up and get it over the top there. But I started the top of these. Honestly, I could have started the bottom as well. And I zipped them pretty tight. But not too tight, because I know I'm going to have to do some maintenance every year. And I don't know, 2-3 years leaving these on. I've read different things, so we'll see what that gets us. But I am very happy with how these provide some nice indicators of where my little twigs are in the ground. So I can mow around them easily. I'm going to come back on another day as well and spray the weeds around them, get rid of some of that competition. One thing I've read about grow tubes is they're a nice little place for critters to hide up in, and will do so if there's a lot of weeds and grass and stuff around that. Plus, that's competition, and I'm not mulching or doing weed mats. I know many people do, right? I find out if that's a failure on my part for not doing so, but at some point you just have to call simple enough simple. So these are all my persimmons in the ground, staked. I'm gonna do the additional chestnuts that I have planted, and then we're gonna spend the rest of the day getting our big potted oaks in the ground. I'll also show you the Chief River Nursery package that arrived yesterday. Looks good on the box. Plant those and call it a day. And also want to put some fences up. So took a day off of work, or a half day off of work. It's already 1 o'clock, so I've got a lot to work to do, but I'll keep the video diary going. All right, so we're about to start the Chief River Nursery project. This is the box. If you buy anything from Chief River, that's what it comes in. There might be instructions in here somewhere, but don't really need them. Everything's packed. These are supposed to be bare root as well. You can see dormant. Should be 6. Doug firs. Can't remember how many white oaks I got. What I didn't do, because I'm an idiot, is I didn't plan all my grow tubes appropriately. So I'm gonna do one of two things. I'm either just gonna put these in like I did last time, see if I got enough time at the end of the day to do those grow tubes, or do them all at once. Now these aren't different species, so I shouldn't have an issue identifying what's what. But you can see Doug firs. I'm gonna plant those up front, not for deer, but for a little bit of privacy. And then these are white oak seedlings. Let's try and remember how many I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So no grow tubes for the evergreens. I've read that you can do them, but it's not recommended or necessarily the way to do it. So I've got a bunch more bare rooters to put in the ground, and a little bit of decision time. Where I thought I was going to put it, I think I've changed my mind, and so that's going to take some time as well. All right, this is a lot of work. I got all 4 of my potted oak trees in the ground. 2 of them I'm not that happy with. I could have dug deeper holes. They're a little high up. I don't know if I'm going to regret that. I do believe in doing stuff right the first time around. But I'm tired. So I got 2 seedlings, 2 reds, and 2 whites in the ground. Again, all kind of strategically placed here. Like I said, not too proud of that. I don't think I'm gonna do fence today. Still gotta get back in the woods, plant the swamp whites. It's getting close to 3 o'clock, and gotta kind of wrap up around 3:34. So Another day is probably coming back here. And I gotta get all those evergreens and stuff in the ground too. I'm gonna keep those covered up. I know I've exposed them to air already, but I'm hoping one more day is fine. Pretty sure it will be. Just don't have the time today. Have a little bit of time tomorrow. I was thinking about turkey hunting in the morning, but that's an early and a long day. So we'll decide. Got some, work stuff coming up, and got to get on some Teams calls. So we're back in a place I don't take it very often. This is back in the hardwoods, an area that I've opened up. Got my 3 swamp whites here, some fence, chainsaw, T-post. See a small ash tree. That's why you always bring a chainsaw with you. Really didn't want to drive back here till it dried out because I've rutted it up enough, and well, not gonna happen. But see a couple dead ashes I cut out over there, make a little spot, get some light. Obviously this is not gonna be like the farm where I'm gonna get that level of light. And forgot my knee-high boots back here, so I gotta be careful where I'm walking. But this is an area as well, some dead ash trees, and you can see just getting all that sunlight now. And giant ass maple I cut down. That was alive. Now we got some pretty good opening here where I'm gonna plant one of these swamp whites. The other one will be down in that direction a little bit. The other one over there. And up there you can see the tree stand and the rest of the UTV path. So I'm gonna get going quick here because I'm running out of time. Wish me luck. It's hot back here, huh? Well, I got 2 of these in the ground. Man, I'm gassed, not gonna lie. I'm working aggressively because I do got to get done and back in time for some meetings and some kids' extracurriculars tonight. I'm gonna do my damnedest to get this fence in too, because I just don't want to make another trip back here. So I got one more plant over there. It is pretty swampy here. This one I'm happy with. It's just, I'm not hitting a lot of rocks like I do in the orchard, but roots, and it's freaking mud, so it weighs a ton. Good Lord. Anyhow, I'm gonna have to come back, obviously, not too long from now, and just kind of, I'm gonna bushwhack a lot of this competing vegetation down here, make sure it gets all the light it can get. I don't know about these, right? I've never planted much or messed with the hardwoods, but I thought, hey, 10, 15, 20 years from now, I'm an old man and my kids are grown. You know, wouldn't it be great to have another little spot? This is a beautiful transition area. It's hard to know where I'm at relative to the farm because you don't know where that is, but it would be that away. Directly behind the camera is some corn, and then on your screen, straight and to the left is some more corn. So they transition through here, surrounded by bedding area. I've had some nice bucks come through here while I didn't have buck tags. So nice little spot. Excited to hopefully get these trees growing, and like I said, quite a while from now, producing some acorns. Ta-da! Super clown job here. I didn't even realize the size of the freaking fence I bought. Got it back on Black Friday, but 1 T-post. I'm gonna call this good enough. There may be a day I come back here and make it better, but for now, I believe the deer or the critters are gonna get that. So 1 more hole to dig, 2 more fences, and I'm coming back tomorrow. All right, guys. So that's that. 3 swamp whites in, 2 whites, 2 reds, a couple of, what do you call them, bare root white oaks. Got 4 more white oaks to go, 6 more. Dug firs, fence off 2 pairs. That'll be a wrap. So, oh boy, Can-Am does great in this shit, I'll tell you what. So a little more condensed workload than I'd like. and I think I'll have some time tomorrow to finish up. And we'll be good to go. Wish me luck. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, we made it to day 3. Again, I don't know how I'm going to edit this together, likely into 2 parts, but the hard stuff is done. All the oaks are in the ground, pears are in the ground, 3 of the swamp oaks are fenced off. What I have left to do today is plant 4 white oaks. These are still nice and moist, which is good. 6 spruce trees, fence off some oak and some pear, put some tubes up, and call it a day. So that's not a small amount of work, and it is hot as BALLS out, at least for Yankee this time of year. So better day to be by the pool that we just opened up. But once I get this done, I'll be in a good spot. So we're gonna put 4 down this strip here. It was originally not my intention to put them here, but I think for reasons I can't disclose, this is gonna be the right spot due to some other stuff. So wish me luck. So phase 1's done. I got these 4 oaks. Planted them where some old peach trees used to be. Every tree I plant, I remind myself how much more difficult it's gonna be to mow. But man, these, from a work standpoint, so much easier to get these bare roots, in the ground. So gonna go put some tubes over the other 2 that I planted, cages, evergreens. So getting dark, which is good. I hope we get some rain, because all I got is a 5-gallon bucket. Counted my Doug firs. If you order Doug firs from Chief River Nursery, this is what they look like. Pretty healthy, came packed nicely, moist. I got the largest size, I think, that was not potted, so they look good. I dug holes, put my driveway markers I have left over so that I can see them. Weed whacked around them. Honestly, if I really was doing this right, I just would have mowed quick. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass to get my brush cutter on hooked up and unhooked and stored, so one day I'll have a nice barn for all that. But use the Husqvarna here, which is great. That's another future thing to do under the endless job cycle, is start weed whacking around some of these trees where I got briars and other crap growing up. But I'm running out of time. I think Memorial Day weekend will be probably the kickoff for that stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna get these babies in the ground, get them watered, put a couple fences in. I got to think a little bit more on fencing, because I need to stake some of these white oaks, but I think I can put the fences in. I got 1 pear tree in, and come back, restake them. It's easy enough to kind of undo those fences. But I did notice for sure I'm getting deer browse on my pears. Just a week's time. I see tracks in the soil. They didn't destroy them, but they definitely chewed them up pretty good. So I was thinking of maybe waiting on fences. I'm just gonna get those done for the oaks, because those were expensive. So were the pears, but want to make sure they survive.